I'm Brandon.
And I'm Fred.
And you're watching Try Time.
Hey Washes, I'm on a stage with the Executive Council 2022's president. We're holding a drive-in fundraiser down at Otterbein Park with a huge 32-foot screen, and we're going to be showing Hotel Transylvania and the original Ghostbusters. We're going to have food trucks and session stands. The food trucks consist of a taco truck and barbecue. So if you want to get some dinner, stop on by. We're also going to have a raffle contest to raffle off some prizes. We're going to have like Brio gift cards, Domino gift cards, and a bunch of other things. If you want to buy tickets, they're $25 per car for one movie or $45 for double feature. If you decide that you want to be a double feature when you get there and you only bought one movie, it's going to be an additional $20. And if you want, you can also buy tickets at school during your lunch. Just find someone in Executive Council or there'll be an announcement on the intercom. Just pay attention. Okay, thank you.
Okay, we're here with Mrs. Henderson. What does the election look like for the school?
Well, this year it will definitely look differently due to COVID. We won't be able to go to the cafeteria and use our voting booths and paper ballots like we would have in the past. So this year you're going to be voting on a ballot through a Google form that will be emailed to you the morning of the election, Tuesday, November 3rd. And then the results will be shared through Tribe Time later in the week.
Okay, we're here with Mr. Schaefer, history and civics expert. What do you think it's going to be for the school and the country?
It's a tough question. I mean, the country's so divided and the candidates are so different. I really think a lot of people are motivated to vote this year. I feel like here at the school, if I had to pick, I'd say President Trump will probably win. In the national election, I really don't know. I think it will be super close. I think when we go to bed Tuesday night, you're probably not going to know who wins, simply because it'll be that close. And of course, the mail-in balloting. I think watch the Rust Belt. I think whichever way Pennsylvania, Ohio, Wisconsin, and Michigan go, I think will be the way the country goes.
I think Florida will be another big one that you got to watch out for.
Yep, Florida's a good one too.
An internship is usually, almost always, an unpaid experience, while work experience is you have a job and you obviously are receiving money for that job. In both situations, though, you get school credit. In both situations, ideally, we're looking for the placement to be in a career pathway interest of the student. Not always are we able to make that happen, but for example, if you have an interest in law enforcement, we want to try to get your placement something to do with either law enforcement, police, fire, rescue, whatever the case might be.
GRC contracting.
It's at Mallory Elementary, so I just go into a kindergarten classroom and a second grade classroom, and I just help around there.
It teaches me the fundamentals of how to run a business and how to contract and talk to people.
Well, I might go into education. That's like one of my top 2 career paths that I might want to do. So it's good to see just like what happens in the classroom and what I might be getting into.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Bunch of cool guys everywhere. Do some hands-on work, working men type stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I only have like 2 periods at the high school, so after that I just get to go and spend time with some kids, so it's fun.
If you have any more questions, just email Mr. Hoffman.
This is Lily.
And this is Eric.
And these are some tips you can use on your college applications.
Hello seniors, this is your college advisor, Miss Rankin, and again, I'm just reminding you that college application season is upon us, and if you haven't started, you really need to start, and don't procrastinate because all those deadlines are going to come up super quick. Let me know if you have any questions, or Mrs. Mendez, we're here to help you. I just want to talk to you about, let's see, do your applications, do your FAFSA, that's important too. That opened October 1st, and it'll be open for a couple months, but a lot of the money that you could get is first come, first serve. So you want to get that financial information in, send them to the colleges so they can give you money.
Hey Washes, I'm Alyssa Lee's older sister Amber Lee, and I go to the University of Southern California. And a key part for my application process was knowing that everyone applying to the same schools as me had the same academic stats as I did. They probably had the same clubs, same weighted classes, and we all looked the same on paper. So it was about making my personality stand out to someone who's reading so many boring applications. You want to be able to show who you really are through words that doesn't have to sound smart all the time. I know that for when they said, describe yourself in 3 words, I said bad at driving.
All I gotta say is, do your college applications as soon as possible.
What's up, Washes? Ethan Saunders here reporting from the University of Delaware. Whenever you're working on your college applications, make sure to get them done early. Get with your guidance counselors and ask them questions and turn them in as early as possible. You don't want to be waiting right before deadlines and everything to submit or even really start a application before the deadline. So get them done early and do a lot of them. You never know. Hope everyone's having a good year so far. Stay safe.
Okay, so the difference between early decision, early action, and regular decision. Early decision is binding, so if you get accepted to this school, then you have to go. And it doesn't matter if they give you no financial aid at all, like you're forced to go there. That's if you have a dream school, it just shows your interest. Early action, it's non-binding, so you don't have to go if you get accepted and find another school that meets your needs more. And the regular decision, usually those application deadlines are in mid-January, and so they're not binding. You can have lots of choices, and you also have more time to get like your applications and stuff done.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Kite, and this semester I'm teaching independent living. I teach Intro to Culinary Arts, and in that class we learn the basics of culinary. Lastly, I teach a food and nutrition class this semester, and it's just what it is. We learn about nutrition, and then we have already cooked in that class this year.
Alright, so Mrs. Kite, we are undertaking the challenge of making an apple pie. What tips and tricks do you have for us in this adventure?
When you make the crust, if you're making your own, make sure your butter is cold because it will make the crust fluffy when you make it. And I prefer very thinly sliced apples because then you don't get a big chunk of not cooked apple in your apple pie.
Good. That's great. We'll definitely take that to heart.
Physics.
Welcome to the Great British Bake Off!
Solid.
I like it.
Can you describe the flavor palette?
Apple.
Apple.
Apple. Cinnamon.
Thanks for making Chime Time your time.